Hello, this is Nana Korea, and it's day 4 of praying for my husband. Today, I'm praying for my husband's sexuality. This is an important part of a man's life, and so it should be part of what we pray for about our husbands. So today, I'm going to go pray for that, and I'll be back after I'm done praying. See ya. So it is 9:30 a.m. on a Monday morning, and someone upstairs is doing construction. So I'm sorry if the camera picks up that sound, but yeah, I'm going to talk about what I prayed. So, um, just as always, I read through the prayer a few times, or I listened through it, the chapter a few times while I was walking in the morning, and then when I got home, I read through the prayer again and made some bullet points, and I have 5 here today. Yeah, 5. So, the first thing I prayed for was for fulfillment. And I asked that God would bring restoration where we may have failed in the past and been hurt, that we would be restored to health, or restored to good mental health, I guess. And then balance, that we would be able to balance, um, have balance in this aspect of our life, and um, and then fulfill. Well, no, wait. Next was communication, that we'd be able to communicate our needs to one another and be sensitive to each other's needs, and faithfulness, that we would not be tempted to find fulfillment anywhere else outside of our marriage. And then I read through a Bible verse from 1 Corinthians 7 4 to 5, verses 4 to 5. So that was it for the first one. And then the second thing I prayed about was protection from apathy, disappointment, criticism, busyness, unforgiveness, deadness, and distance. So I just prayed for each of those things, for protection from each of those things. And some of them I prayed the opposite, like instead of apathy, enthusiasm; instead of disappointment, satisfaction; instead of criticism, encouragement; instead of busyness, that we would make time for one another; instead of unforgiveness, forgiveness; instead of deadness, liveliness or life giving; and instead of distance, closeness. So after praying for that, then number 3, I prayed for our sexual purity. I prayed for us to be sexually pure, both mentally and physically, so in our mind and body. I prayed for deliverance from past mistakes, that both of us would be freed from past mistakes or past hurt or past sexual experiences that might have hurt us. I prayed for removal of all temptation to get sexual gratification outside of marriage. It would be just that temptation would be removed from our path, that we would not encounter it, and that when we do encounter it, we would flee from it. We would actively avoid it. And then I prayed through a Bible verse through 1 Thessalonians 4 3 to 5. And then number 4, I prayed for desire. I prayed that we would desire one another and no one else. And I prayed that I would figure out how to make myself more attractive, that I would actively try to stay attractive to my husband, and that I wouldn't neglect taking care of myself, so that I would take care of myself for him if I don't do it for myself, because I kind of am a little weak in that area. I tend to not exercise much, so hence the walking here. I'm trying to take care of myself. And also that I would never use sex as a weapon, as like withholding it to punish him for something, or to try and get my way. And then I prayed to just commit all of the sexual part of our marriage to God, that we would honor God in this aspect of our marriage. Then finally, number 5, the power tools. And there are just 3 this time. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 18 to 20. And then 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 13. And Proverbs 5, 15 to 19. And that's it for day number 4, praying for my husband's sexuality. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.